Hey everyone, welcome back to Trivia Bench, where we dive into the greatest moments and players in the fun world of all things sports. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a goal, stat, or storyline. Today, we're diving into a part of hockey culture that's rarely talked about but deeply rooted in the fabric of the game. The strange, unofficial rulebook players follow without ever seeing a single page of it. These unspoken customs have been passed down for generations, and some are so odd you'd never believe they influence real NHL action. First up, the goalie's blue paint is sacred. Let's start with a rule that every NHL player knows instinctively. Do not invade a goalie's crease. Technically, there are penalties and interference calls written into the actual rulebook, but what we're talking about goes far beyond that. The crease, the blue paint, is treated with almost religious reverence. Step into it during warm-ups and you're inviting a confrontation. Hang around it too long after the whistle, and you'll be cross-checked, pushed, or lectured by half the opposing team. Why? Because goalies are considered the spine of a lineup, and protecting them is an unspoken duty. Even a harmless bump can lead to a scrum in seconds. Over time, this turned into a widely accepted unwritten rule. Respect the blue paint or pay the price. Next, no shots at the goalie after the whistle. Now this one's universal across nearly every level of hockey, but in the NHL it's especially sacred. When the whistle blows, the play is over. Taking an extra shot on net, even if it's a soft flip or an innocent follow-through, is an invitation for instant trouble. Defenders will swarm the shooter without hesitation. This unwritten rule isn't about courtesy as much as it is about protecting your goalie from unnecessary contact. If someone tries it, it's guaranteed to spike tension for the rest of the night, and sometimes it even sets the tone for an entire rivalry. Bottom line, once the whistle sounds, put your stick down. Next, do not celebrate too hard after a blowout goal. Scoring in the NHL is hard, and a good celly is something fans love. But here's the twist. If your team is already up big, there's an unwritten expectation that you keep celebrations toned down. Fist pump? Fine. Wild knee slide? Maybe not. Why? It's all about respect. Running up the score and then rubbing it in is a quick way to anger the other bench. Players take pride in keeping games competitive, and excessive showboating when the outcome is already decided is considered disrespectful. While no player will admit it, there's a quiet scoreboard etiquette they're expected to follow. And then, don't touch the conference trophies. This one may be the most famous unwritten rule in the NHL. After winning a conference championship, you're not supposed to touch the trophy. The Prince of Wales Trophy in the East and the Clarence S. Campbell Bowl in the West both sit right there ready for the team photo. But many captains decide not to lay a hand on them. The reason? Superstition. Players believe the only trophy that matters is the Stanley Cup. Touching anything else before earning the real prize is seen as tempting fate. Over the years, some teams have broken this unwritten rule and still won the cup, while others followed the superstition only to fall short. But the tradition remains strong, and fans watch closely to see whether their captain decides to touch or avoid the trophy. Next, the code. Answering for your actions. One of the most controversial unwritten rules in the NHL is simply known as the code. It's the idea that players must answer physically for breaking hockey etiquette. Hit a star player with a questionable check? You'll be asked to drop the gloves. Throw a late hit? Someone will confront you. Even clean plays that injure a teammate can lead to retribution. Though fighting is less common in the modern NHL, the code still influences how games unfold. Enforcers may be nearly extinct, but players continue to police themselves. It's an unspoken system that's woven deep into the sport's culture. Next, don't shoot high in warm-ups. During warm-ups, players avoid taking high shots at the goalie. This isn't a written rule, but it's understood across the league. The purpose of warm-ups is to ease into game speed, not risk injuring your own netminder with an errant puck to the mask or neck. Goalie equipment protects them, but warm-ups are meant to get rhythm and timing down, not dodge bullets. Shooters who break this unwritten rule quickly lose the trust of their teammates, and goalies definitely have long memories. And lastly, never skate over a goalie's path to the bench. Goalies have routines, superstitions, and rituals unlike any other player on the ice. One of those rituals includes the path they skate from the net to the bench, particularly before the anthem or at the start of a period. Skating across that path is a quick way to irritate a netminder. Even if most players don't believe in luck, they respect those who do. It's a small courtesy that goes unnoticed until someone breaks it. From avoiding the blue paint to respecting the sport's deeply rooted code, these unwritten rules reveal just how much of the NHL happens behind the scenes. They may not be in the official rulebook, but they shape the culture, the rivalries, and the heartbeat of the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Would you like to keep me fueled so I can keep making more? You can buy me a coffee by going to the link in the description. And hey, if you love sports history and trivia as much as we do, be sure to share this video, hit the like button, and subscribe so you never miss a story from Trivia Bench.